Hey, it's Em, and today we're back doing our book and fan fiction trope ranking. I I have been reading fan fiction probably since like grade 7, and I'm 23 now, still reading fan fiction in 2026, for sure. The first fanfic I ever wrote was probably in grade 7, and it
So
was a
cool.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles fan fiction. Yeah, I I was definitely a bit of a weird kid. So let's get into it. First up, we have our Alpha Beta Omega. And this, it's really embarrassing to say, but I eat this up.
Hi.
Okay.
I love it. I think it's so interesting, like figuring out what everyone thinks like each character is. And I love like the little like mating aspects of it. I think that's super cute, like the little courting rituals. And usually in Alpha Beta Omega Fix, there's like some fighting and some violence and stuff, and I really like that that's included in the fic. So this, it's S tier for me.
No,
It's
no,
S
no,
tier.
no.
Next we have Amnesia Fix. Amnesia Fix I don't really like. I get kind of frustrated when obviously when the character doesn't remember things, but then sometimes other characters will like take advantage of the lack of memory, and I think that's really icky. Amnesia Fix is probably in D for me. Angst? Yes. Um, Angst Fix, like by itself, like just being angst, I don't know if I'm as obsessed with. Like, I need to have a good plot with the angst, if that makes sense. But angst as like an element in a story, great. 10 out of 10. I love some angst. It's a really weird thing, but I feel like we all just love when our characters that we love kind of go through something. It's really weird, but I think we all do it. Angst is gonna be A tier for me. Next, arranged marriage. This done right can be really, really, really good, and this done wrong can be really, really bad. Again, like I don't think I would ever specifically go into a fic just because it's arranged marriage, but having it like as a plot device, I would definitely be into. Uh, it would just there would need to be something else kind of going on in it as well. I think arranged marriage for me, we're gonna do C tier. Baby fic. Baby fic is F tier. I'm so sorry. I'm still young. I'm 23, so like I don't have my own kid or anything. Um, I don't know. I feel like I can't relate to baby fics, and I don't really care for it. I actually would probably stop reading a fic if it had a baby in it. Same thing. I see pregnancy here. I'm gonna say pretty much the same thing. I'm really not into it. Like it would make me stop reading.
Ooh.
Next, sharing a bed. Yes. Yes. And I'm a plot girly, so like just a fic sharing a bed, like I wouldn't do that, but if sharing a bed, again, kind of like angst, if it's included in the fic, like I'm eating that scene up. I'm eating that scene up 100%. They're like cuddling together for warmth. They like go to the inn and there's only one bed left. Like, ugh. And all the characters always like, oh, like I'll just sleep on the floor. And the other person feels really bad. They're like, no, no, like sleep in the bed. Then they wake up like cuddling. Yeah. Yeah. Bang or Die. I don't think I've actually read a lot of these. And it's because, like I said before, I'm a plot girly, and Bang or Die, I feared like doesn't really have a lot of plot to it, if that's the main thing. I'm more of a plot than a spice person. So I'm gonna put Bang or Die into D because like incorporated in a fic, I would read it and I might like it, but wouldn't be my favorite part probably. Body Swap, honestly, yes. Body Swap fic I would read.
Approved.
I love the aspects of them like seeing each other's lives and like I don't know, maybe like they're talking to their friends about the other person and then they get brought up, and there's just so many things you can do with it, so many ways to go, so many bridges to bridge. I'm gonna put this in B. I'm gonna put this in B because I feel like it's done kind of wrong a lot of the time. I don't know if I've ever read a really good body swap fic. Coffee Shop AU. I like these. I do. I like coffee shop AUs, but like there needs to be some other element in the background. Like the entire fic cannot just be in the coffee shop. So I'm gonna put this in. I'm gonna put this in C maybe. Yeah. But I think it's cute. Like coffee shop meet cute is great. College AU, I used to love the college AUs when I was in like middle school, high school. I would read the college AUs and I'd be like, yes, this is totally gonna be what my life in college is like. And I fear it's not, but I do really like them. I still think college is a really like fun setting to put characters into, especially characters who like aren't from like the human world in their own universe. I think it's really fun to kind of picture like where they would be, what they would major in, and what kind of things they would be doing in college. I'm gonna put that. I'm gonna put that in A. I put that in A. I would read a college fic. I would. Crack fic. Again, in high school, like middle school, I would read the crack fics and I would be just dying laughing. And I haven't read one in a while. I feel like just because maybe they don't appeal quite as much anymore, just the pure crack fics, but I still really like them. Like if I happen to come across one, I'll click on it. And I love like humor, a little bit of crack mingled within stories. I love that. But just crack by itself, no, I'm not a huge fan. I'll put that in C. Dark fic. Yes, this to me is like the mafia type fics or like fics really heavy on like violence or fighting and just like I don't know, kind of bad things happening. I like dark fics. I like when bad things happen. I just do. I just do. I really like the fighting and stuff. This is gonna be S tier. And then crossovers. I haven't read a crossover in a while. I think the only really big crossovers that I've read would be like DC Marvel type crossovers. I don't know where I would put this because I haven't really read too many. But if they're done right and if they're with worlds that like kind of make sense to collide, I think it can be really good. I'm gonna put in C. Major character death. I don't like this. Unless it's canon and the character dies in canon. I don't like when they kill off a character. Like just making a fic to have a character die and like see everyone's reactions. I'm not a fan of. This is gonna be F for me. It just hurts my soul too much. Canon divergence. I like canon divergence. Um, it definitely depends on what's diverging though. Like is it just kind of going off the path of canon or are we purposefully like changing events, like kind of like the fix it fic? These kind of go together. I do like it though, especially the fix it fic path. I do like it. I'm gonna put both of those in B because again, it depends on what you're changing and fixing, but it can be really, really good. Enemies to lovers, yes. Yes. This is S. Enemies to lovers is S. Just the tension, the growing tension. Like they hate each other and all of a sudden there's some like event and then it brings them closer and they still hate each other but they've got like this banter. Ugh. And then it just grows and grows and grows and then it's great. 10 out of 10. Established relationship, that's F. Like I would never purposefully click on a fic that has an established relationship because I think one of the best things about reading fics and books is establishing those relationships. Fairy Tale AU, I'm not a huge fan of these. I really like a Cinderella AU, like Snow White AU, like no. No. I'm gonna put that in D because maybe I could be into it in certain cases. I don't think it's F tier worthy. Fake relationships. This can be good. It can be good. I'm gonna put it in B. Sometimes it's just too obvious. what's gonna happen? Like, oh, I'm trying to make my ex-boyfriend jealous. Oh, I'm trying to make my ex-girlfriend jealous. Like, those are a little too cheesy, but it's good. It's good. I've read some good ones. Fluff, I love fluff. Just being cute. Just the characters you love, like just doing cute things together. I love reading some fluff, but I wouldn't read just a fluff fic. Like a
What?
longer fic with fluff in it. Yes, yes. I'm gonna put fluff in B. Friends to lovers. This is like kind of the lesser version of enemies to lovers, I fear. It's still good. It's just not quite the same satisfaction. I'm gonna put friends to lovers in B. Genfic. I think these are just kind of boring.
Hi.
They're just a little too boring. I would never go out of my way to read it. I'm gonna put it in F. Hurt Comfort. Yes. See, this is pretty much like the angst and the dark fic. That's what I love so much about it is they're getting hurt. And then the comfort after, the slow healing. Ugh, it's just so nice. It's so nice. Historical AU. I'm not super into history. Like I know like a little war fic or something. Like I don't know. I would never just click on it because it's historical. I fear it would actually turn me off a little bit. I'm gonna do D. Yeah. High school AU. Ugh, again, when I first started reading these fics in middle school and there was a high school AU, ugh, don't get me wrong, I loved it. I would eat it up. So good. And now I don't think I would read a high school AU really. The university ones I would, but the high school, I think I'm just at that point in 23 where I don't really find joy in reading about the lives of high schoolers anymore. I'm gonna put it in D, because maybe in certain situations I would. Huddle for Warmth as a plot device? Yes, 100%. As a like a fic main component? No. As an element within a fic, definitely A tier. Humor. Humor's S tier. I don't know if I can read a fic if it takes itself too seriously. It needs to have at least a bit of humor in it, for sure. And then the Drunken Confessions. I don't know if I'm the hugest fan of Drunken Confessions. I find it more satisfying when characters make their confessions sober because then you get the full reaction to it. You get to see what's going through their head. And then Drunken Confessions, always, it's so annoying. Like the next morning, the characters just don't remember it. Or one of them does and the other doesn't. And so they have to pretend that nothing happened. Ugh, it's so frustrating. I'm gonna put in D. I'm gonna put in D. First Kiss. First Kiss I'm putting in F. Like, it's just not that exciting anymore. As, like, in a lengthy fic, and then, like 50,000 words in, the first kiss happens, you're like, yes! Yes! Oh my god! But as just a fic first kiss, I'm gonna do F. Magic AU, S tier. S tier. You know, they just have magic powers. They're like witches, wizards. I figure magic AU is kind of like the vampire and werewolf AUs too. I kind of include that in there. And those tropes I eat up. S tier, 100% for magic. Miscommunication. See, this is what I was talking about with the Drunken Confessions, like the miscommunication. I hate miscommunication. It actually angers me. And if it goes on for too long, I will drop the fic. I will drop the book. Usually it just makes me mad. So I'm gonna put it in D. Missing scenes. If I'm scrolling and I see like, oh, what happened after the events of season 1, episode 8, I'm like, oh, T okay. And I'll probably read it. I would. I'm gonna put that in B. Mutual pining. Ugh, yes. I'm gonna put this A tier, which is kind of silly because I feel like a lot of the mutual pining goes hand in hand with miscommunication because they're just not communicating each other's feelings to each other well enough. But I love to see the pining. So I feel kind of weird having those two be so far apart, but the pining I eat up. I eat up. Sex pollen. I'm gonna put this in F. I feel like that might be kind of T, but like I said before, I like plot, and usually there's not a lot of plot involved in that trope. Oh, same thing here. Porn without plot. Yeah, F. Sorry. I like plot, and especially with sex pollen, like it can be kind of non-conny, and that's not what I'm into. Or, royalty AU. Oh yeah. Oh yes, like being the princess and you're sold to another kingdom or something, or having someone be the knight and you're like the princess or the prince. Ugh, I love it. Royalty AU, I think it's gonna go an A. Slow burn. Okay, kind of like mutual pining. Slow burn. Slow burn's really good. You're just waiting. You're waiting and you're building up, and that moment where things finally happen is just so good. It's just so good. Soulmate AU, yes. Yes. I love when it's like the tattoo one, they have matching tattoos, or they have the strings with the soul bond. Having another element to it is really good. Like having the first words you say tattooed somewhere on you. It's so good. And sometimes they just have the funniest first words, and I love that. I'm gonna put Soulmate AU in A. Time loop. I'm gonna put time loop in C, I think. It just sometimes the repetitiveness gets a little bad. Love triangles in high school, they were my favorite. I would eat them up for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yes, ugh, they were so good. Nowadays, though, I don't like them quite as much. I feel like just because I always know which character I want to end up with the main character, and so when I'm reading a love triangle fic and they focus on the other character, like I don't really care. So it's just not as enjoyable nowadays. I do like though sometimes when they insert another character just for like a couple chapters to kind of have some jealousy brew, that's good. But love triangles themselves, I'm gonna put C. Unhappy endings, F tier. My heart just can't take it. I read to have fun, and like in unhappy endings specifically, I'm good if unhappy things happen during the fic, that's fine. But in the end, I want a happy ending. And then unrequited love. Again, kind of like the unhappy endings. That's just so sad and unhappy. F tier. And so this is my final list.